Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. As always, we are sitting here in our sweet 904 across the way from our main shop. I'm trying to use this little showroom as much as possible before we move to our new facility. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, scroll back one or two videos of our past YouTube videos. On the main screen should show a picture of a 96 blue Grand Sport Corvette, and the title is Street Speed 717. I give a nice update of progress of the new facility and shop being built. I think you will enjoy. With that being said, let's talk about this beautiful Stage 4 Escalade-V sitting behind me we just completed. Let's pop the hood and go over it.
Experience the thrill of unrivaled performance. Our team of experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late Model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
All right, this customer is from the, I'll say, Houston area. He's like an hour and a half out from the Houston area. It is used as a daily driver, one of them. He has another vehicle for work, but he plans on driving this thing almost every day, him and his wife. And he wanted something, obviously more performance, but really wanted that cam chop at idle. He's a gearhead with other toys, and he wants to pull into a parking lot and everyone knows he has something done to it. So that is why we selected our Stage 4 package for him. This thing came in at baseline 550 rear wheel horsepower. It's now making over 760, I think it was 762 rear wheel horsepower. You're talking over 200 rear wheel horsepower gain while still running on 93 octane. The main bulk of the mods on this package, first thing you can see, the big SMB Cold Air Induction system. We pull the Supercharger off. What you cannot see is the complete port work from Kong Performance on the inside of it. Something new to this package is our elbow here. We have now a cast elbow to connect to the ported Supercharger, which allows for us to run the larger throttle body. The past ones we've done have been just a custom elbow. We literally weld up here in-house every single car. The reason why I went the cast route is for fitment issues, reliability. That way, every single one we put on fits exactly the same way it should. So we have these built out of cast now. Again, it's just more like a factory product from a factory vehicle. So again, here at Late Model Racecraft, we try to build every package to be as reliable as possible while obviously getting the most horsepower we can out of it. And we're always trying to upgrade things as we go along. That's just another example of that. So Supercharger fully ported. We have our new elbow installed. The cylinder heads on this thing, we go ahead and put the new valve springs on it, pushrods in it. And as like I said, this guy really wanted that custom cam sound to it. So we did a custom grind camshaft. It's like our Stage 2, we call it. As always, American Racing headers, high flow cats with the stock mufflers on it. And he wanted it to chop at idle more than I'd say our average customers do. And y'all, sorry guys, y'all can also see it's beautiful silver with nice Boston wheels on it, 24s all the way around. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, this customer wanted it to chop, I'll say, a little bit more than your average guy. So let me start this thing up. The camshaft is still the same in other packages that we did, but we can, from tuning it, get them to chop a little bit harder or a little bit softer depending on what the customer wants. But we can only go so much before we sacrifice drivability. So depending on the customer's needs and goals, that's why I always say our packages are what they are, but we need to talk to the customer and actually find out what they want and push them in the right direction so that they get exactly what they want without having anything, sacrifice any drivability problems. So let me start it up so y'all can hear how good this thing chops at idle. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a like if you liked it so far. And please turn on bell notifications for future content as we have cool stuff in the pipeline that you're gonna wanna see. And as always, please comment below. You pull in any parking lot, someone's gonna know you got something done to this crazy ass thing. And then obviously when you romp on it, it sounds absolutely incredible. So again, there's stuff we can do in the tune to make them chop a little bit harder, even using the same camshaft. We just can't go so far where we sacrifice drivability. So that being said, I'm gonna hop in it now and show y'all how well this thing drives, making 760 to the wheel, stoplight to stoplight, because that's really what this customer's gonna use it for. Stoplight to stoplight racing, short bursts of acceleration, just to have some fun. So let's go do that now.
All right, Zach, tell me what build this is and kind of where you're at and what you're going to be doing next.
This is a Stage 4 Escalade-V build. This one's getting an oil pump, so I'm going to pull the motor on this one. I just got the radiator and everything out, so just starting to get into it.
Okay, so it's going to have a cam.
Yep, cam, valve springs, ported blower,
Okay.
throttle body, headers, gas.
Cold air.
Yeah, cold air and catch can.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, guys, so for those that don't know, this is not the owner of this Escalade. This is Brad, longtime customer of ours. He moved to the Dallas area, so 3 years ago?
Yeah.
So it's been a while. We built him a badass V3, 1,000 horsepower, super clean. Actually went to the drag strip with it back when Baytown was open.
Yeah.
God, those are good old days. Now we can't do shit. There's no tracks around here. But he's in town, so want to show him a few cars. We're gonna take him for a quick drive before he heads back to the Dallas area. I was getting ready to hop in anyways, and he pulled up, so I was like, man, hop in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, is Dallas good for meets and stuff? Or
Yeah,
not?
they're okay. There's not a lot of street racing like Houston is just, I mean, everywhere. You can go get a race any time of the week. If you're just rolling around and someone sees you, they'll play. In Dallas, nobody wants to play.
Really?
I mean, yeah, you're out there and everyone thinks your car's cool, and they may give you a little bit, but no one wants to slow it down and go.
And like, let's go from 50
for sure.
to 130.
150, yeah. So, I mean, get up there, but yeah, they'll give you little man-mans, but nothing big. I think the scene down here is just so much better for it, you know.
So yeah, this thing, it made 550 to the wheels stock, and now it's making 762 on pump gas.
We'll feel
so
that.
over 200 wheel gain. And they're just heavy, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
stoplight to stoplight, they run really well for, again, all-wheel drive. So dead hooks and goes.
Yep. Still drives good, feels good, sounds good.
That's why I say, even if you put it back in touring mode, where everything's nice and soft, dude, it drives.
Oh, so this is
smooth.
like mag ride style shit too. So
yeah, so to me, I feel a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like I put it back in touring mode right now, so now it's back to smooth. On these other roads,
Okay.
you can feel a big difference. And same with like the CT5Vs, just like the Vets, the magnetic ride. I mean, it's a big difference from
For
touring to sport.
Yeah,
you go from cruising to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's what you want when you're making
Oh,
turns
yeah.
at 70 miles an
Oh,
hour.
yeah.
It makes it feel so much better. The steering, the braking.
It tightens up, yeah.
Yes, it's so nice. So you still have your baby, but you're thinking about selling it now?
Yeah, I think
Finally?
so. I mean, I just
What do you wanna get?
I don't use it enough. I love
Just
the
another daily?
C8s, man.
You do like the
I
C8s?
do, yeah. And I think, You know, I've toyed with that idea. I've toyed with getting a Cyber Beast, honestly. I'm in the Plaid now, and I love it actually. It's
Damn
just
traitor.
I know, man.
But I know they
it's
go.
And it goes, but it's the car fucking drives me to work on me. Like I
hit a
wake up,
button
I press a button, I'm at work. Like the whole drive down here, I didn't drive any of that motherfucker. I pressed the button and it took me here.
That's the shit.
It is. It's so nice.
So these do have the self-drive, but you have to be on a main road.
Right.
You have to be on a main road, you click it, and you have to keep your eyes looking forward. This right here.
Yeah.
After 3 seconds, I think, of your eyes looking away, it'll tell you, it'll beep
nag at you,
and say either look or it'll turn off. It makes you grab the steering wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Even with the headers on it, it's not crazy loud on the inside.
Agreed.
We have a breather on it, but we bent it to either the back of the car,
So you don't
that way you're not
smell it.
smelling anything, sitting in traffic. And then I tell customers the main difference with like our stage 3 is pretty much everything without the cam.
Okay.
And then the stage 4 includes the cam.
Yep.
I try to tell people, if you don't know anything about a car, you just hop in it to drive it. The main difference I would say is because of the camshaft, we tune the transmission a little bit different to hold the gear longer. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, so right now we're cruising, let's say at 50 miles an hour, it's gonna hold 4th gear, where if it had a stock cam in it, we could let it go to 5th or 6th gear. Like, we don't want it to, but we can
I know what you mean,
we want it to hold that lower gear. That way, when you do accelerate to pass one on the highway, it downshifts real quick and goes.
For sure.
You know, you never want an engine just all that cylinder pressure holding it. You know, if this thing's in 9th gear on the highway, you gotta pass somebody, it's at 1500 RPMs with 15 pounds of boost.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For 10 seconds, it's like, oh God.
Don't feel good.
No. But besides that, that's the main difference between putting a cam in this thing and not. I mean, it still shakes it. Like, this one has our bigger cam in it.
Okay.
So we run these, or we run like a stealth cam that literally is, it still makes 750 the tires, but sounds like you don't hear it chopping.
Yeah,
this customer wanted to hear it
that fuel
chop.
load, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. A
Yes,
lot of it, right?
to get that mechanical
you need more
fuel
fuel. Yeah.
For those of you watching that don't know what we're talking about, that is the reason why we put the camshafts in these things, to make that kind of horsepower. To upgrade the fuel system, the mechanical fuel pump can only flow so much. When we put the camshaft in it, we spin that mechanical fuel pump, let's say 32% or 38% harder than factory, which allows us to have, I'm just gonna round here, 2,500 PSI at all times, making the pool. Where if we had a stock camshaft in it and tries turning the boost up, that rail pressure would go from 2,500 down to like 1,500 PSI. So it's like adding a fuel system to it by putting the camshaft in it. A lot of people don't know that still. We do so many of these things that people still don't really understand how the DI system works.
For sure.
Like, it's like a diesel. You know?
Yeah, it is, right? With the lift pump kind of in the back. That are you also doing the DSX or?
Yeah, this one. So these we actually came up with our own
very nice.
fuel pump.
Hell yeah.
It has like our own little billet LMR head that holds 2 pumps in the tank. Depending on the power level, though, we can get away with, believe it or not, the stock fuel pump in this thing. For most of them, if they start making over 800, that's when we put the pump in them. But if it's a customer that we know is going to go race the shit out of it, we put the pump in it regardless. But for a guy that's a weekend toy, he's going to play with it, you know, 0 to 100 time. The stock, believe it or not, the stock fuel pump's good at 750.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the in-tank pump.
You still feel the cam a little bit?
Yeah. And again, this guy wanted it to chop, so like we made it more aggressive than normal, but it's still, I always do the water test. Like, it's not shaking horrible, but you put it in park, it'll start shaking a little bit more.
Oh yeah, feels good.
It sounds fucking good.
It does. Man.
Just automatic cars though, with the up on the converter, it doesn't cam as hard like under a load unless we try to get it to, you know, if we want to. But most Cadillac guys, they don't want to be sitting in the car shaking, you know.
For sure, at the stoplight.
But some do though. We've had customers like this customer like, I don't care, make that thing chop. I was like, man, well, I'm gonna make it chop as much as possible without sacrificing drivability, where you're coming into a light and you are feeling it shake and stuff like that. Like, I don't want it to be that bad.
Do y'all have to put converters in these or not?
No,
normally?
still factory. Still factory converters. 10-speed auto, factory converter. They're sick, dude.
Yeah. I've heard the 10 speeds are way better than the 809.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They just drive good shit. Like, you'll see. I'll show you. We'll do 2 different things. So, I mean, just like, you remember yours, how you can roll race it in manual mode and have it auto upshift? We do the same thing for these.
Oh, nice.
So you can either go from a dig, or let's say, you know, someone pulls up next to us. We can just drop this thing down.
Sounds good too.
Open the exhaust back up. Make it sound even better. So someone pulls up next to us, leave it in manual mode. Someone counts off, 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah. That pulls way fucking harder than I expected it to. Way fucking harder than I expected it to.
For as heavy as they are, right?
Sounds so fucking good on the diesel, huh?
The
verbal is badass. Damn, that pulled way more than I expected it to. It's smooth.
Other
It's
people
fun.
I take for a ride say the same thing. Like, man, I
It's
get
like-
it. I know y'all say it makes, you know, almost 950 flywheel horsepower, but it's a big.
It's
how
a
far
big
is it really?
bitch.
How fast is it really gonna feel? I'm like, man, it surprisingly feel most like for what you're gonna do with
Yeah.
it. You're gonna beat most people.
Yeah.
Any fast car is gonna be spinning their ass off. And you're dead hooking and going.
That's
you know.
sick as fuck, man.
And you like how
I'm
auto up
impressed.
shit. You feel the
Yeah.
shock of the shifts
And
feel.
bam, 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 bam. Like my, you know, tuned 8L90 shifts good, but
not
that
as
is like
good, right?
feels dual clutchish in a way, right? I mean, it's that quick, really.
We'll do one more. We'll go from a dig. We'll go one from a dig, and then we'll do another one from a roll.
Hell yeah.
Because these
Yeah.
from a dig, even they just.
Did they get?
Yeah, we did a built motor, like a 416 in one.
Okay.
It made good power. It's the first one that I like literally was spinning all 4 tires. I'm like, holy shit. But most of them, like this, will just go, boop, take off and go. Look how big, I mean, the converter from the factory, look at that.
Yeah.
You know, like 2200.
Dude, that is crazy. Oh, that's so bad. I'm gonna have to get Katie one.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
gonna have to get Katie one.
They're sick.
That's fucking crazy.
They're sick.
And it's so smooth, man. It really is. Like, is crazy. I mean, to say you're going fast and it's smooth, feels good.
And then someone pulls up next to you and be like, what?
It squats and hooks the fuck up.
It
Hooks the
goes.
fuck
So
up.
you can see I turn traction control off, stability track is still on, and it just goes.
It hooks good. Like, I didn't feel any
goes.
wheel spin.
Nope.
Even on the launch, on the
That's
converter.
what I said.
You know?
It goes. The only one that literally blew all 4 tires was a built 416 they made like 900 and something. And it was like, it was the first, I was like, it is
Rowdy.
surprising. Like, holy shit. It spun all through first gear and then into second. I was like, God dang. It was making some snot. But this one, I think turned out pretty damn good.
Yeah, this is perfect. Like you said, who's fucking with you on the street for the most part, and it's just a clean ass badass ride.
Yeah, the sound to me is just so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna head back to the shop. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this package and this platform. And Brad, it was good seeing you as always,
Yeah,
buddy.
for sure.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate it.
Till next time, guys.
Peace.
Maybe Jason post a picture, a video of the old V3 doing work back in the day on this one.
Hell yeah.
Till next time, guys.